Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sumitri Savitri. I'm from class Management 24C with NPM 2441113. On this occasion, I will explain introductory accounting material about adjusting journal and worksheet. Okay, let's get straight to it. Definition of adjustment journal. The total balance in the trial balance is not the actual amount. There are still some transactions that have not been recorded in the journal because it is not time to do it. There are even costs that have not been recorded during the accounting period because the costs have not been used. Of course, adjustments are needed. This adjustment process uses a journal called an adjustment journal, adjusting entry. So the adjustment journal is a journal that is made to record certain transaction data at the end of the period so that the total balance contained in its estimate become the actual situation at the end of the period and will produce actual financial statement. This means that the adjusting journal paragraph is made to obtain a match for the position of asset, debt, and capital as well as income and expense at the end of the period. In general, the main element of adjustment consists of number one, there is an element of deferral or prepayment. Prepaid, prepaid expense are assets but are expected to become expensive later. Examples of such items are supplies and insurance premium or prepaid insurance. Next, unit net revenue. This element is debt element but is expected to become revenue in the future. Example, rent received in advance. Number two, there is an element of accrual. Accrual expense are expense that have been incurred but not yet recorded in the estimate. Example, accrued salaries. Next, accrued revenue. Work that has been performed but income has not yet been received from the client and has not been recorded in the estimate. Example, an audit has been performed on client, but the fee has not been received and has not been informed at the end of the period. Next, estimates the recovery adjustment. Number one, prepaid expense. Prepaid expense are expense that have been paid but are expensed in future period. Number two, unused revenue. Unused revenue are revenue that are received in advance but the implementation of the work will be carried out at a later date. Number three, accurate expense. Accurate expense are costs that have been borne by the company until the end of the accounting period, but the money has not yet been spent, causing debt for the company. Number four, accrued revenue. Accrued revenue are revenue that the company has been entitled to in a certain accounting period but has not been recorded and has not received the money, so that is correct receivable for the company. Okay, next. Number five, depreciation expense. Basically, depreciation is the allocation of the acquisition price of fixed asset over the economic life. This depreciation refers to recognize the existence of costs that have been incurred or expired into expense. Number six, supplies. To facilitate the operation of the company, companies usually buy various equipment. Equipment has a consumable nature, so that equipment that has been used become a cost expense. Number seven, estimate tax. Estimate tax is an estimate of the tax that the company still has to pay to the government based on tax law. The tax that the company needs to pay can be income tax and or land and building tax and other. Number 8. Allowance for uncollectible receivable. Receivable listed in the balance sheet are net receivable after deducting any allowance for bad debt. Usually the amount of bad debts depend on management to determine in it by making a certain percentage of the receivable then save. And next, definition of worksheet. Worksheet or balance sheet is a sheet that contains company accounting data for one period. The preparation of this balance sheet plays an important role for the company because it will facilitate the receipt of data before adjustments are made. The balance sheet is a component used to check the ledger after adjustment. Checking the ledger after adjustment is also done to ensure that the balance is balanced. The format of this balance sheet consists of 10 columns to record the number and name of the account along with the credit debit balance. These columns are used to enter company data starting from the trial balance adjustment to produce the last financial statement. Okay, next, purpose of worksheet. The balance sheet is a component recognized by the company managerial and other external party, including investor. The component will make it easier for the company to make estimate about what may happen in the future to the company. The preparation of a balance sheet also makes it easier for the company to control its finances because its report is clearly explained. In addition, of course, there are still several purposes for making the balance sheet detailed. Here are some of the purposes of preparing a balance sheet that must be known. And next, number one, facilitate the preparation of financial statement. The first purpose of making a balance sheet is to make it easier to prepare financial statement. Preparation of the balance sheet will be done first before preparing the financial statement so that the data to be used is systematically arranged. The balance sheet will have classify data from the ledger so that it looks consist preparation financial statement can immediately see the balance sheet without having to recall the company bookkeeping data from scratch. A lot of information will be contained in the balance sheet, including data from adjustment. Preparation of financial statement can be done more quickly if the balance sheet has been made. The company balance sheet will also help facilitate the auditing process. Next, number two, means of classifying and summarizing balance sheet information. Trial balance information is the main basis used to prepare financial statement. Companies obtain this trial balance information from the general ledger post-payment after recording transaction. The creation of a balance sheet in this case will help the company to summarize the balance sheet information to make it simpler. In addition, this component also help classify the account in the trial balance according to their group so that the preparation will be sequential. Next, number three, minimizing errors. Error. The next purpose of making a trial balance is to minimize error in future report. The concise format of the balance sheet makes it easier for users to understand the data it in. In addition, the simple structure of the balance sheet will also help companies find data quickly. Okay, next, forecasting what might happen. Business continuity is one of the important things to consider. Companies can estimate what might happen in the continuity of their business through the balance sheet. Okay, that's all the explanation of the material. that I convey that that I can convey. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.